Alright, this is my final group stage match of what's being called the Mulligan Tournament. Is up against amoffett. And yeah, let's see. I guess I can talk a little bit about what I think I need for advancing, not advancing, whatever. Tie might be good enough, possibly not. Match win would probably be good enough. It's a little up in the air, but whatever. Here you want to be playing count really quickly because your thing that you're running is mostly going to be like Cursed Village, Candlestick Maker, Embassy will be a little bit of ugly filtering. It'd be really nice to get down to Bustling Village, but I doubt that we do that. Playing count quickly as possible is going to be seeing cargo ship like turn 3 and hitting 5 with it. I think the best way to be doing that is to open exploration cargo ships. Let's do that. And I'd sort of expect that we see the same thing over there. Settler's Tracker. Okay, fine. Alright, so this ends up working out exactly how it's supposed to. And we'll see if we see a mulligan from that side. Apparently not yet. But I'm very happy with how that's gone. This should be mulliganed. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. I guess with that I should make myself first player. Okay. And on to something completely different. This is mostly going to be trying really hard to draw Bizarre Steward. Vampire gets a little play. Gaining Bizarre's Rogue probably gets a little play. Possibly gaining Hermit, which are actually changelings. Hermit gets a lot of play with that. The trash fast move is like Steward Hermit, I think. Madman can get a little bit messed up by Catapult. That said, you're going to want a bit of each. So let's... Well, you'd really like to not have to buy silver, but it might have to happen if stuff goes wrong. Anyways, let's try Steward Hermit. And if stuff goes too wrongly, we'll take... we'll get all the mulliganing out of the way. Okay, stuff is not going too wrongly. Yet. Madman. See the Steward, that's good. Just trashes. See, does he see his Steward? No. I guess I'd probably take this for coin and take a relic. Or vampire. More likely vampire, right? Okay. Relic is a little bit annoying. Well, a lot annoying. My best move here might actually be skipping this madman play. Be sure to get that estate out of the way. If I do that, I'm looking at something like gain hermit, gain madman. It seems okay. This will trash, and then gain bizarre, I think. Yeah, I think that looks like my best method. And ideally, we'll get to... That did like nothing. Changing for a bizarre. Yeah, it's nice to have the changeling, but I'm not quite sure what it's going to hit for him. Maybe relic. I don't know. Okay. He's gonna gain 2 relics. That's a little weird. I am going to have to play this madman, unfortunately, which means Hermit's coming first. Sure, 2 coins. Buy the relic. Changing for bizarre. Bat out 2 coppers. Okay. This is feeling decent now. Other than this whole having trouble drawing thing, which I guess gets to keep happening for a while. I guess there's some argument for just straight taking a steward over a changeling. Draw-wise, it would be like steward gain 2 bizarres right now. That seems largely fine. Omens is actually extremely destructive with the minus card on top of it. Well, I thought it was going to be destructive. Okay. Don't gain changeling, draw it. The temptation to ditch. I mean, we can just take like 2 more bizarres, bat out these coppers, start provincing, something like that. That works, doesn't it? I have to be a little bit concerned about what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I did that slightly out of order, but it doesn't matter. So province. Vampire, I guess, can gain like catapult or steward. Catapult's sort of the aggressive play. Well, this is gaining a steward. If we're gonna try to, yeah, let's try this. Rogue would get the ability to pull hermits out of the trash. That doesn't seem too important. Okay, he's gonna do this catapult business. Fine. I don't actually have enough draw to sustain doing this. So I think we're actually just gonna bat it out and get our vampire back. As weird as that is. Right. No, I think we're fine doing like one round of this. Okay. He decides he's seen enough of that. Alright, his start. Yuck. What is this? Let's see in here. Sunflame Mountain. I guess you probably want to try to get this bridge troll thing working. Just kind of insane with only being able to use patron for it, or patron and whatever, but you can get enough out and play. Well, it's masquerade, and then probably patron. So let's try that. I hate passing overgrown estates, but it's what needs to be done. Something else here is that he passes a copper. Okay. Bridge troll doesn't really help you get up to Citadel when that is what you would really like to be doing. So I don't know. I could match the idol, I guess. I do want to be working, I think, with Market Square eventually. I don't think this bridge troll thing is really, or mass bridge troll is really gonna work long term. What's next turn look like? 4? 3? I don't know. Yeah, let's match the idol. Oh, it's 5. Good. Great tracking there. Well, we'll get a second idol then. Then this turn can be a second masquerade. Wow. I guess he didn't want to trigger. This should be Citadel. Okay. This sucks. I don't really want to pass the Necropolis, but it's looking like the thing to do. he gained idle. Okay, fine. This could be yet another idle. Is that actually better than gold? I doubt it. Is it actually better than market square even? Let's throw a market square in. I mean, we just have to imagine that we're hitting Citadel eventually, otherwise we will just lose this game. Which sucks, but... yeah. Don't need a changeling out of it. Oh, man. I feel like the game is mocking me. I guess we'll take another market square, like market square harbinger or something like that. Our market square patron. Like, just to see both of those. To see that boon after going down from 7 is just, like, cruel. A mosquito in here. Really like to not have to worry about it. There, got it. Could just take province, to be honest. Oh, okay. I somehow convinced him to build a bit more. That's good. Alright, he doesn't see a mask. That's also good. It would be really, really nice to hit Citadel here. Okay, we do that, and no. I guess I'm gonna get the curse back. Whatever. I think I'm playing Mask first here. Oh, I should have passed the curse. God damn. Oh well, whatever. No. Patron, blind mask, fine. Another gold, done. Idle, no. Idle, province. Does he have a third? No, he doesn't have a third mask, right? Man. I mean, this would usually mean that your deck is just a lot better than mine, but I don't think it is. I don't see why it should be. Maybe I have a lot more crap in mine. I don't know. Okay, well... I guess we just dumbly province here. Like the version of this where a single province is here, I think I can catch up in. Again, I think Mass is going to have to be first. I see, okay. Done reacting. Okay. That doesn't quite reach it. Does it? So then I suppose the play is something like 3 castles. That scores better than 2 duchies. Yes, and I think I'd rather have the silver. Yeah. I don't know, it's really hard to see me being able to do anything good enough here. Maybe. Maybe with the top deck. Probably not with the top deck. Is that really going to get me 2 turns? Say find me a mask, but nope. I'm just taking opulent here, I think. And that's gonna be game, isn't it? Apparently not. Okay. Well. Found me a small castle. Well. Whoops, undo that. That was a complete misclick on the log. Gain a duchy. Okay. And oh, I have a tie, don't I? Yeah, that looks like a good tie to take. Okay. That was way too much work. Yeah. Back to my start. So, what do we have here? Well, we have highway. We have a 2-5. I'm not terribly happy about, but whatever. It's still like, what, seller upgrade something to a mask, and we're rolling. That's not too bad. So yeah, let's do that. And yeah. Mask. I'm gonna deeply regret not opening Masquerade, aren't we? It's alright. If this draws the Cellar... wonder... What is he? Oh, he wants to advance Vagrant to upgrade instead. Alright, that's fine. I could put a mask in here and discard 3. Let's try that. Okay, we didn't find the mask. That really stinks. We didn't find either mask. This is really, really stinking. So we buy Crown. Ew. Yuck. Maybe this isn't using advance well enough. I don't know. Like, there's things that I've done that have potential to get punished here. Okay. That's the best thing that's happened to me all game. And I'm still having issues. Wow. I might just advance this to a Crown. I think I will just advance this to a Crown. Gosh. This is cruel. This is really cruel. Fortunately, I don't bottom deck the Crown. Or fortunately, I do bottom deck the Crown, rather. I bottom deck what? Crown upgrade. That's a fine start of turn. So we're gonna hope that this turn gets me sort of back into something. I don't know how well it can actually do that. Is upgrade to Crown, right? Mask is just gonna be better than anything else I can do. Coins. Could take another Crown. Could take, like, Highway right now. I'm not terribly unhappy about either. Well, if we do the Crown, we can possibly Crown Courtier buys of doing 2 advances. That sounds better. Crowning Cellar here is going to be really disappointing. Could also Cellar first. It'd be like selling away Copper Mask, looking for something. Maybe that's okay. I'm curious about crowning that Masquerade. Like, you're not gonna want to trash, right? I guess you keep 1 copper around. That's a little suspect. I think we'll sell her out Copper Mask. It's aggressive. But, okay. I guess we can pretend it ended up working. It's gonna be masked to nothing. That kinda sucks. What are we passing? Courtier. I'd like to have that courtier back. That'd be really nice. To give him something to think about here. He does give me the courtier back. Oh, thank you. Gain like gold coins. Yeah, I think take a highway right now. Let's not have a hand that's... God damn. Oh. I'd really, really like to stop having, you know, hands that don't really start out well. Like, that would be really, really nice. You know, like, just have, you know, a hand where, you know, I'm not worried about my deck completely failing. Takes crown over second highway. That's a little... Okay, so there's crown highway down there. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna advance this upgrade, right? I'm not gonna do anything absurd. Yeah. Jeez. I didn't have to interact with this mask. Okay. That guy and that guy. Alright. Yeah, 3 highways. He's just taking vagrants to pass. Already passed me a crown. Okay. That's actually really useful here. I'm going to do something like just a bunch of buy coins. And crown this guy. I guess take 4 highways. And vagrants, sure. Vagrant, I guess for me, also gives something to pass. I am really happy to see that crown go into my deck. I guess he was going to max out at 3 highway buys. Let's say I still probably wanted all 4 of them. Okay, he managed to top deck his copper. I could trash it out. Like, if we buy a bunch of vagrants. We have 5 buys maximum on either side. Like, ideally would be getting crown, courtier again. So buys are going to be arguably more valuable than coins. If I can trash it out, hope to draw something that I'm willing to pass them. Let's not do that. Crown highway, crown courtier. Courtier, crown, buy coins, crown courtier. All these stink. I guess it's just gonna be buy. You can take 2 provinces, 2 crowns. It doesn't seem terribly risky. Again, we max out at 5 buys, 5 gains. So yeah, let's try 1 province at least. And he actually really maxes out at less than that because he only has 2 crowns in deck. Crown. I could pick up a vagrant or a scholar. Scholar is draw that isn't mask, and it's actually pretty nice. Let's take one of those. And yeah, sure, another crown. Alright, this is a nice non-stressful starting hand where we pass a masquerade. I just love having non-stressful starting hands like this, totally. I could also pass in province, to be quite honest. Like, genuinely. I'm not entirely sold on that being the worst idea. So we're gonna have to think about it. I pass in province, what does he do? Like, genuinely. And get my 5 buys. Yeah. Pass in mask. I think I might pass in province. Actually gonna do that? Like, how do I win if I pass in province, though? There's 1 crown left, I can go for 2 buys. It was close. I don't feel like I get that much of an advantage out of it. Like, if I dud here, I still win the next turn, presumably. Well, he has to set up for my dud, so if I give him province, he doesn't really have to do that anymore. Okay. Alright, that's nice to see. I guess I want to sell her away a little bit here. Maybe not. Okay. That would have been exactly the concern. Play Masquerade, we would be hoping to draw what? Crown... Vagrant... Crown... On Courtier, I guess. Courtier and then Highway? Sure. Highway... Masquerade, what else is down there besides the... Courtier as a province. If I crown the mask, my Courtier can only go by. That doesn't quite get there. If I don't find the Courtier, what do I do then? Alright, I don't find the Courtier. Oh, he gives me a Vagrant. That's really nice of you. Wee. That was real nice of you. Alright, on to, I guess, what's the last game? Let's go. And I still have my mulligan to use, so if stuff goes wrong early, I don't need to worry about it. The way to waste that mulligan would be to open Navigator. Seems bad. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, though. Like, filtering's kind of bad. I think we'd open, like, Ironmonger Silver. It's almost just like Ironmonger Money, and then if they let you, you add Plunder. Extra gains for stuff that you actually want is really only Lurker. So it would be like Ironmonger, Silver, get an Explorer early. Okay, I can live with this. Whoops, undo that. That was not supposed to be a non-buy. Okay. Is triple delving better than an explorer? Is your question of the day. Probably. I feel like with triple delve I would want to be drawing. That would be like library. Next turn I'm looking at like 3 max. I'm gonna take a giant. I'm gonna say I don't really care that much. But it does drive me towards triple delving a bit more so. Let's do that. Okay. I'm gonna just take more silver. Maybe I shouldn't have been playing this as player 2. I don't know. Kind of tough. I kind of want to get a library in here. Let's do that now. Since I'm about to shuffle. We'll see if giant is better than library. I don't think so. I probably would have ditched this if you hadn't taken the giant, but we'll see. Discard that. Okay. We'll hope that this ends up being a province. Gain it does. Here it could be Delve Library. It could also just be province. That might be just necessary. Oh, it can't be province because I can't count. I think I start taking duchies right now. I'm not entirely sure on that. Or 3 silvers. Let's take 3 silvers for now. See if we hit something like a 5 later. There's a library in those 2. That's really sucks. No, there isn't a library in those 2. That doesn't really suck. Did I get a library trashed? No. I needed to duchy that one turn. Yuck. I mean, he's gotta miss, right? On an off jump? No. Apparently he doesn't need to miss. Okay. Wow. That was a little bit surprising. Okay. So that ended up being 2.5, 1.5. That's fine with me. We'll see what happens the rest of it, if there's going to be more of these. I'm going to guess possibly. We'll see. Anyways, see you all. I mean, I didn't lose any of the matches, so whatever. See y'all.